Hey everybody, Kren's here. Today I want to talk Black Myth Wukong. This game is awesome. It is a beautiful world just begging to be explored. You'll explore forests, wetlands, snowy mountains, caves, and temples. All of them look amazing. Even the barren wasteland that is the Yellowwind Ridge has a beauty all its own. Not only are they beautiful, but they are loaded with stuff for you to find. There isn't a path you can take that is a waste of time. And that's saying a lot. The areas you explore may start relatively small, but they only grow from there. In fact, the final area is so large that you get a cloud to fly around on, so it doesn't take forever to explore. From accessories to crafting recipes for weapons and armor, to pills to upgrade your stats, there's lots to find. There's also plenty of bosses to test your skills. Many of the bosses leave spirits behind when you defeat them, allowing you to transform into them for an attack. Some of my favorites are Wandering White for its quick but powerful headbutt and defense boost, the Falcon Hermit for its frosty wind and its ability to freeze even the most powerful enemies in place. And the Flint Vanguard, because who doesn't like inflicting scorch damage? A few of them give you the ability to transform into them for an extended period of time, such as Yellow Long or the Chief Macaque, and even some friendly NPCs like Ma Tianba or Yin Tiger. The combat is fast and fluid. Once you unlock some abilities, you'll be able to go from a basic combo, to casting a spell, to dodging an attack, to a finisher, all in one continuous assault. The enemies are as dangerous as they are varied. You'll be fighting longs and tigers and bears. Oh my! Monks, mushrooms, and mountains, deer, devils, and Taoists. But worry not, you'll earn plenty of stances, spells, and transformations to help even the odds. The combat, while difficult, never feels cheap. There are plenty of enemies that are going to test your patience, but I never got the feeling the game was cheating through broken hitboxes or the like. It's just a matter of learning the enemy's attacks and the timing to avoid them. Luckily, while the timing for a perfect dodge is slim, the invincibility window for your dodge is rather forgiving, which I appreciate because it makes learning the timing for a perfect dodge less punishing. That's not the only way the game spares punishing you. When you die, it just takes you back to the last shrine you rested at. That's it. No gambling with your experience here. As much as I love From Software's games, I have to say I have always hated that mechanic. I understand why they use it, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. Also, just like From Software's games, this game doesn't have the traditional difficulty selection, but it does have numerous stat boosts for your health, defense, resistances, etc. So if you find yourself stuck, you can always go exploring to earn some levels to give yourself a leg up. Anyway, this game has a pretty good story and lore for days. Every single enemy and NPC has a character bio in the journal that includes a poem, an anecdote, and a drawing that help build the depth of this world. Even though I was only able to get what I'm pretty sure is just a basic ending, it kept me interested all the way to the end. It even has me hooked enough that I'm currently working through a new game plus. Not many games can get me to immediately start another playthrough willingly, but I had so much fun in this world that I just needed more. Luckily for me, I hear that Game Science is working on some DLC, and I can't wait. In the meantime, I'll just have to work on getting the true ending while I wait. However, this game isn't perfect, and no game is. Starting with not having a map. I'm not saying I need the whole world revealed to me from the beginning, but a map in the menu that keeps track of what you have explored would have been greatly appreciated. While not really a big deal, it definitely would have saved me a lot of time. Something I think that would help keep the combat from getting a little repetitive is more combos. Again, not really a big deal, but as a fan of games like Devil May Cry and Ninja Gaiden, I always find it a little disappointing when the only combo you get is light attack 5 times. That isn't to say there isn't any variety in the way you attack. You do get plenty of transformations to shake things up, but it means you are going to spend a lot of time just mindlessly pressing square while the other attacks are on cooldown. One thing that really bugged me as a person who likes experimenting and trying everything is the fact that you can only change your spells and transformations at shrines. I will never understand why devs think this kind of thing is necessary. I can kind of understand why they might not let you change your equipment and spells during combat. Because of realism. The enemy wouldn't just stand there in real life and let you change your equipment, therefore we won't let you do that in the game. But both of them really get under my skin. Oops, I wandered into a boss fight, but because I didn't have the intuition to know exactly what status effects the enemy is going to inflict or what elements they're resistant to before I got to them, I either have to die, change my equipment and come back, or fight with a handicap. It's just lame. The only other thing that bugged me is I got trapped in the environment a couple of times and had to return to the last checkpoint. I'm sure that will get patched out if it hasn't already. Again, not really a big deal, just annoying. Anyway, I think this game is excellent, and I highly recommend it to anyone that is a fan of action games. With minimal flaws and a robust and engaging world, you can't go wrong with Black Myth Wukong. At least that's what I think. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you think me a moron? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I will see you next time. Just kidding. I'm not going to give my thoughts on a game without trying to experience as much of the game as I possibly can. I mean, I'm not a writer for the Access Media that's going to crap out a review after taking 12 hours to finish Chapter 1 and act like I played the whole game. Anyway, I'm so glad I took the time to get the true ending in this game. Not because the ending itself is mind-blowing or anything, but because you will miss out on some pretty great boss fights if you don't. Getting the true ending is simple enough. You just have to complete particular side quests in each chapter, then return to the Great Pagoda before the final battle, and Maitreya will grant you access to the mural where Erlang Shen awaits you. You know, the dude from the opening? This is where the fun starts. The fight against Erlang, the sacred divinity, is easily the hardest fight in the game, but at the same time, making him the most satisfying to defeat. With his regenerating barrier and how much time he spends airborne, this is definitely a battle of attrition.
This place. Let me see where your heart diverges from his.
Manage to beat him and you'll move on to one of my favorite fights in the whole game. Stone Monkey versus the 4 Heavenly Kings, and ending with Erlang Shen. You play as the Great Stone Monkey. The combat for this fight is unique, but not entirely unlike the base combat. You still have Rock Solid and you can still pull off a perfect dodge, so it's not like you have to learn a completely new moveset or playstyle like some games do when they try this kind of thing. I'm looking at you, Devil May Cry. Anyway, complete these epic bosses and you'll unlock the Stone Monkey transformation, plus you'll be able to see the true ending. Stone Monkey is one of the best transformations because it makes you immune to being inflicted with the effects of the 4 Banes. Not only that, but the Scorch and Freeze Banes will actually power you up. It is also the only transformation that lets you use some of your spells while transformed. Unfortunately, you won't be able to use Immobilize, Ring of Fire, or Spellbinder, obviously. You will, however, be able to use Cloud Step, Rock Solid, Pluck of Many, and even Life-Saving Strand. Making this transformation well worth the effort to unlock it. You will also receive Erlang's Tri-Point Double-Edged Spear, one of only 2 spears you can get in the game. The nice thing about the spears is that they increase the power of all thrust stance attacks, and this one adds a special attack to Forceful Thrust, making it even more powerful. Another benefit of the spears is they change your basic combo from a 5-hit combo to a 4-hit combo, making it easier to pull off finishers. So the game gives you plenty more than an alternate cutscene at the end to pursue the true ending. With that, we have really come to the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Later.